Hello children, hope all of you are doing well. Today we will learn about simple present tense. To know about simple present tense, we must know what is a tense. A tense is a form of verb which tells us about the time of an action. Basically, there are three types of tense: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Now, what is present tense? A verb that shows a time in the present is said to be in the present tense. For example, it rains here every day. Like it is talking about the rain that is happening every day. Next, Rohit reads well. So it is talking about Rohit who generally reads well. Now, simple present tense. The simple present tense is one of several forms of present tense in English. It is used to describe habits, unchanging situations, general truths, and fixed arrangements. The simple present tense is simple to form. Just use the base form of the verb like I take, you take, we take, they take. And when we use the third person singular number, then it takes an S at the end, like he takes, she takes, like this. The simple present tense is used to express the habit, like when we say this sentence, I do exercise every day. That means I'm talking about the habit that I generally do everyday basis. Then unchanging situation, like I work in London. At present, I'm working in London, and in the future also I will be working in London. So it won't change. So this is the unchanging situation that I'm talking about, that I work in London. Then there are some general truth or universal truth, we can say, that London is a large city. Next, to give instruction or direction. When we give some direction or instruction to someone, then we use simple present tense always. Like you walk for 200 meters, then you turn left. Next, when we express a fixed arrangement, like for present or future, like your exam starts at 9 a.m. and it is a fixed time for starting an exam, and it is starting at 9 a.m. every day. It starts at 9 a.m. That means today also it starts 9 a.m. and tomorrow also it will be starting at 9 a.m. So it is showing the time of present also and future also. So it is a fixed time. Next, we need to be careful when we use a simple present tense. We have to understand that it is not used to express action happening now. That means we always talk about some action that we generally do in a regular basis. Like when we say he drinks tea at breakfast, that means it is talking about his habit of taking tea at breakfast everyday basis, regular basis. She only eats fish. So whenever she eats non-veg, she prefers to eat fish. They watch television regularly. So regular basis, in a regular way, they watch television. So these all are talking about the habits that a person does regular basis. Then for repetitive actions or events, like we catch the bus every morning, it rains every afternoon in the hot season, they drive to Monaco every summer. So sometimes we do some actions in a repetitive way every day. Like today also it rains in the afternoon, and for a weekly basis I'm saying that it is raining every day afternoon in the hot season especially. So it rains every afternoon in the hot season, we can say like this. Next, when summer comes, every summer, I'm talking about every year. So every summer they drive to Monaco. So it is these all are actions that are happening in a repetitive way. Maybe it is daily, or maybe it is weekly basis, maybe it is every year it is happening. Next, when we talk about some universal truth general truth, that it cannot be changed ever. It will be as it is, and it is a fact, general fact, that water freezes at 0 degrees. The earth revolves around the sun. Oil floats on water. So these are universal truth. When we give some instruction or direction to someone, like open the packet and pour the contents into the water, you take 6 number bus to go there. So when we give some instruction or direction, we always use simple present tense. Now, notes on the simple present. When we use third person singular number, there will be a little change. Like in the third person singular, the verb always ends in s. Like for the first and second person, we can use, or for plural also, we can use like I want, you want, they want. But when we use third person singular number, like he or she or any name, then it will be he wants, she wants, like she needs, he gives, this way. Next rule is negative and question forms use does. So when we use like he wants ice cream, when we want to convert it into the interrogative sentence, then it will be does he want ice cream? And in the negative sentence, we will use he does not want ice cream. Next, the verbs that ending in y, the third person changes the y to ies, like fly, flies, cry, cries. But there is an exception. If there is a vowel before the y, then only we will add s after it, like play, plays, pray, praise. We have to add es to verbs ending in ss, x, sh, ch. Like he passes, she catches, he fixes, it pushes. These are a few examples. Like he goes to school every morning. She understands English. It mixes the sand and the water. He tries very hard. She enjoys playing the piano. So the verbs goes, understands, mixes, tries, enjoys. So these main is has been added with the main verb whenever we will use any third person singular number in the sentence. Now here is a diagram that you need to learn. When we use base form or base form plus s, when we talk about some habitual activity like I play football, then present activity we can use this for stories, like he looks at her and smiles. Then we are adding s with the main verb because we are talking about third person singular number. Then when we talk about any schedule or any future activity, like the train arrives at 6 o'clock, so it is talking about the fixed time and it won't change in the future also. Then we can use s with the main verb. Next, when we use adverbs like always, often, usually, sometimes, rarely, never, every day, these adverbs we can use in the sentence of simple present tense. Next, this is the simple present tense verbs for he, she, it and singular nouns. I have already taught you before. Here is a diagram, these are clear examples that you need to learn. Children, I have completed this chapter. Hope all of you understood. Here I'm signing off. Thank you, take care, stay safe and God bless.